I don't know if that recorded. I don't know if they were ever recording, but they are authors that I've read before. So these are all books by authors. What do I do? Give them a sedative? Hi everyone, it's me, Jess. I'm just coming on to do a quick rundown of the 20 books that I've chosen for the Booktube Spin that Rick announced this week. And I apologize because I did not catch this the first time around. It's only my second time doing the Booktube Spin, and I didn't catch it the first time around. I thought that you picked 20 books at the beginning of the year, and it was from those 20 books that you would select two every time Rick spun the proverbial wheel. And like, it didn't think that you changed your list of 10 or list of 20 books throughout the year, but apparently you pick a new list of 20 books every time. And I don't know, I think it happens 4 times a year. So I'm still catching up to the Booktube Spin and how it all works. I'm still catching up. Story of my life. So Rick, and I'm going to play with the dogs a little bit because they're a bit wound up. I just took them out for a walk. It's raining outside. Whew, they are now soaking wet and a little wound up. So if they make a big fuss, I apologize. Okay, so Rick has encouraged people to this time around. It's only my second time doing it, so I did just consider possibly just putting books from my TBR, but I have come up with a theme. He recommended that we have fun with it and maybe pick a theme. Okay, yeah, and it's night. It's raining, it's dark. You know how I go on about the light. Okay, let's get to the books. So my theme for this round of the Booktube Spin, and Rick will be spinning on Friday. He's going to spin this coming Friday, April 15th. He's going to spin the wheel. And my theme for the Booktube Spin this time around is to read books. It is actually, I think it's good, because one of my goals for 2022 was to read, and I've already read a number of them, but one of my goals for 2022 was to read books by authors that I had read in 2021 or that I had discovered in 2021. So for the Booktube Spin, I've managed to compile a stack of 20 books. They're not just by authors that I discovered in 2020. These are all books by authors that I've read before. So here is my list of books for the Booktube Spin by authors that I've read before. So first on my list is The Mothers by Bennett. I guess I won't be talking much about the books on the list, and I'll probably be more talking about the books that I already read by the author. The Mothers by Bennett. I read The Vanishing Half last year by Bennett and really enjoyed it. And then I picked up The Mothers. This was her debut novel, so I think it's about motherhood. That's my number one. Number two is my best friend's Exorcism. What an amazing cover. My best friend's Exorcism, which is by Grady Hendrix. I read the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Hope that's the right title. Last year. No, this year? This year. At the beginning of this year. Okay, so this is like an example of one that wasn't from 2021. And so I am wanting to give him another try. I'm gonna give him another try. I will link to the videos for some of these, like if I had done vlogs featuring the author and the book that I read by them previously, I will link this is one of them. So this is one of the authors that I read in 2021 that I really, really loved. Benedict. She writes historical fiction. And I vlogged in the fall a book I read in my fall vlog by her, which was The Mystery of Mrs Christie, which was about the disappearance of Agatha Christie. Like, Agatha Christie actually disappeared for 10 days. Lady Clementine is about the wife of Churchill's wife, Clementine Churchill, and it's a historical novel, and I don't know, I hope I pulled that one. That'd be awesome. There's some in this stack that I actually don't want to pull. Believe it or not, there's some in the stack that I don't want to read. So the numbers are going to be really important. I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to read them. I do want to read them. I haven't gotten rid of them, but let's take this for example. This chunker, IQ 84. Haruki Murakami. I read quite some time ago. It almost feels like another lifetime ago. I read the Wind Up Bird Chronicles and really, really enjoyed it. This is a mother. It's three, I think it's 3 books. Like I know that in other parts of the world it's sold as 3 books, but it's like 900 pages, and I have the hardcover because I found it in a book box, which is fabulous, but it's going to be real heavy and difficult to read from that perspective. Look at this beautiful cover. Yeah, it's really cool. It's got like a translucent, anyway, I digress. Yeah, so we'll see if I get one. We'll see if we pull that one. Wait, what was that number? Well, I'm not counting them off. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like my number 4. Please don't select 4, everyone. There's another one in here that I'm really hoping the number doesn't come up for. But that's the fun of a Booktube spin, right? No, I think it's supposed to be all books that you like, but hey. I also grabbed Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo last year and I really enjoyed that. I also have Daisy and the Six. Oh, I don't know what the book is called. Anyway, so yes. So that is a bit of it seems like a summer read to me, so it might be a little strange, but it might also get me really psyched for summer. So that's number 5. Number 6, I'm also hoping, so number 4, number 6, I'm kind of hoping don't come up. Number 6 is Doomed by Chuck Palahniuk. I read Damned at the beginning of this year, and I don't know why all I did this, but I picked this up thinking, it was before I had read Damned, and I was thinking, oh, it's a trilogy, and I want to get the second one, and I heard this book is terrible. So let's see what happens. If I end up spinning number 4 or number 6, it's going to be a great time. Flights by Olga Tokarczuk. Olga Tokarczuk's Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead was one of my best books of 2021, which I will link here. And I really want to read the Books of Jacob, but again, it's only out in hardcover here, and I was at the bookstore and I thought about picking it up, but it just looks so big and so heavy. I think I'll wait. But in the meantime, maybe I'll end up reading Flights if it gets picked. I think that's number 7. Yeah. Earthlings. I read Convenience Store Woman and really enjoyed that. I also talked about this in a recent book haul. It'd be awesome if this one came up. I picked up a while ago Quicksand by Nella Larson. I think this is autobiographical, so that could be a really interesting read. I read Passing last year. It was one of my best reads, one of my best classics that I read in 2021. A couple more classics coming up. The Mysteries of Adolfo by Anne Radcliffe. And Anne Radcliffe was a fantastic discovery of mine last year. So I read The Italian by her, which is a gift that I got, I think, for my birthday. I talked about it in my best classics of 2021. I would be remiss if I didn't include something by Franz Kafka. This little set of short stories called The Sons is on my list. I had read The Trial before. It was one of my best classic books from 2021 as well. And then On Beauty by Zadie Smith. I've read White Teeth and Northwest by Zadie Smith. Northwest was just for me. I loved White Teeth, and I've had this on my TBR for over a year. So let's see if that comes up. Where are we at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So we're up to 12. Elena Ferrante, Days of Abandonment. I don't really know what this is about, but I did read her trilogy. This is the compelling novel that shocked audiences in Europe with its unsentimental and unyielding depiction of motherhood, marriage, and solitude. It tells the story of one woman's headlong descent into what she calls the absence of sense. Ooh, sounds fantastic. And it's a short one. So yeah, maybe I'm going for 12. Next up, The Body by Stephen King. I also recently hauled this. This also feels like a summer book to me. Body by Stephen King. Swimming Lessons by Claire Fuller. Claire Fuller's Unsettled Ground was on my best of 2021. I discovered her because she was shortlisted? Yeah, shortlisted for the Women's Prize last year. I'm telling you, it's a miracle I get anything filmed in this house. So yeah, having a puppy is no joke. So yeah, Swimming Lessons by Claire Fuller. Okay, this is a kind of a stretch, I will admit. The Black Tulip by Alexandre Dumas. This is a book that was on my 10 classics that I want to read for 2022. And Even though I did not read the full version, I have read the Count of Monte Cristo. Did I read the full version? I don't remember. I was young. I don't think so. I think I read an abridged version, but I'm counting it anyway. The Likeness by Tana French. I discovered Tana French maybe 10 years ago. Could it be that long ago? And I just think she's a fantastic mystery writer. She's so, so, so good. Irish writer. Fantastic. Love her work. I've read several of her books. Another author who I really love is Kate Atkinson. And I think it was G.K. Reid who was talking about this one. Oh no, maybe it was Emma from Drinking by My Shelf. Case Histories. I just picked it up and I'll be talking about it in my book haul. It's supposed to be like the best mystery ever written, or at least it's being lauded as that. Anyway, so that sounds really good. The book that I read by her was Life After Life. Yeah, Life After Life. Jane Austen, Persuasion. I have only read one other Jane Austen, Sense and Sensibility, and I did not like it. So let's give Jane Austen another try. Booktube Spin. Let's see if we get it. That's number 19. 20 is Freshwater by Emezi. And I mean, I read... Was it on my best of? I don't think it made it into my best of. The Death of Vivek Oji. Yeah, they're just a fantastic writer. I read The Death of Vivek Oji last year. I don't think it made it into my best of, but I really, really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 5 stars. Anyway, everyone, that's my list for the Booktube Spin, and I had to put it together really fast, so I hope it wasn't too messy. What are you barking at, dude? I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to do a book haul over the weekend. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, no, don't. Nola, don't you bother her. Horror historical. Sorry for the shaking of the table. It's just my dog going bananas with the slipper. Nola, you're making a lot of noise. Do you think you could keep it down?